So what do pianists and jellyfish have in common? Much more than you think. If you want to improve your piano technique by reducing tension, fatigue, or even pain while you play, then there's a lot you can learn from a jellyfish. Jellyfish move in a simple, fluid motion, alternating between two states: contraction, when they're stretched out, and relaxation. When we play piano, our hands do the same thing. They contract, or our fingers stretch out, especially when we play things like octaves and arpeggios. And then they relax, back to our natural hand shape. Staying contracted or stretched out takes a lot of energy and is naturally a state of tension. So if we stay in this position for too long, our hand will naturally become tired and even painful. Think about what would happen to a jellyfish if it stayed stretched out for too long. It would float to the bottom of the ocean and die. By alternating between these two states, contraction and relaxation, a jellyfish is able to move through the ocean effortlessly. So how can this help us improve our piano technique? Allow me to introduce the jellyfish wrist. This is an important technique that allows us to release any built-up tension in our hands and wrist by returning quickly to a natural hand shape. To do the jellyfish wrist, lift your hand and your wrist away from the keys in a soft, natural gesture. This single motion returns our hand to its natural shape. As pianists, we need to return to our natural hand shape whenever we can to release tension, recharge our stamina, and let our hands relax in between complex passages in our repertoire. So here are a few quick exercises that will get you doing the jellyfish wrist, reducing tension, and improving your piano technique in no time. Step 1. Find your natural hand shape. If you don't know how to find your natural hand shape, don't worry, it's easy. Drop your arms to your side while sitting at the piano. Shake out your hands until they're completely loose and relaxed, and then bring your hands up to the piano. This shape is your most natural hand shape. Step 2, practice releasing tension by doing the jellyfish wrist. Drop your hands onto the fall board of the piano or any hard surface. Now pretend your wrist is a jellyfish. Make sure it's soft and relaxed, because remember, jellyfish don't have bones. Now float up and away from the keys. Notice how lifting the wrist returns our hand to its natural hand shape. You can also practice this from a contracted or stretched out state of the hand, as though you were playing an octave. Simply do the same thing. Lift the wrist and notice how it returns your stretched out hand to its most relaxed natural state. Step 3, let's put this into action. We're going to play some octaves at the piano using the jellyfish wrist. Let's start with C. Drop your hand into a C octave, a little bit from above. Now release the keys using the jellyfish wrist. Let your wrist float up and away from the keys. Now play the next note in the C major scale, D octave. Same thing, drop your hand into the octave a little from above and release any tension using the jellyfish wrist. Now you can go up the rest of the scale. So any time in your repertoire when you feel fatigue or tension, a quick and easy way to relax your hand is to do the jellyfish wrist. Like, follow, and subscribe for more tips on how to improve your piano technique.